what we're here today to talk about is B2B e-commerce, really what that means and why selling online isn't just for retailers anymore. My contact information is at the bottom of this slide. Will also be on the last slide. If anyone has any questions throughout this, as Ali mentioned, throw it in that chat box and we'll get it answered at the end. And then absolutely, if there's any questions or any kind of follow-up after it, please reach out to your appropriate TM person, and we can definitely schedule some time to talk at a later date. So the agenda for today, what are we going to be talking about? First and foremost, B2B e-commerce. Who is it for? Typically wholesalers, distributors, even franchisee model. The buyer demands in the B2B e-commerce space these days, and how B2B sellers can improve on customer service with another type of portal called like a sales or customer service portal, so an online order entry portal. We'll talk about the roles of smartphones and tablets and how they've sort of molded and changed the industry over the last handful of years, and finally finish up with the benefits of selling online with an integrated e-commerce solution. So actually taking that B2B portal or that sales portal and integrating it back to, for example, an ERP like Microsoft Dynamics. So let's get started. B2B e-commerce, wholesale and distribution. There's been a very large shift over the last handful of years where customers, and when people think of e-commerce, most people think of retail, Amazon. I can go out, take a look at someone's website, and purchase the products. But the bigger of the two industries is the wholesale when you talk about dollar amount. Because how are those wholesalers or distribution centers receiving their products? How are they buying their products? A lot of them are buying them on B2B portals. With that said, only 25% of customers today currently have a B2B solution for their customers to be able to wholesale or buy wholesale from them. As you can see in this infographic here, wholesale B2B by dollar amount is over twice as big as retail. They're buying in bulk. They want to see their own pricing. They want to see the inventory levels. Selling online and on mobile devices present a significant new opportunity for all wholesaler distribution companies. At the end of this year, Forrester expects e-commerce to reach $780 billion and represent 9.3% of the total B2B sales in the U.S. So what does that mean? It means there's a lot of room to grow here. Typically, when you look at companies that are doing a B2B environment, they are relying heavily on sales reps. They are relying heavily on trade shows. Everything, all of the orders and all of the communication and customer maintenance is all being filtered through one or maybe two people. By having a distribution portal, you can give your customers access to a lot of information to help them become self-sufficient, to help them be able to go online and take a look at pricing, take a look at quantity levels, take a look at a historical order without having them come back, dig into or call their customer service or sales rep, which allows your internal employees to be hunters, to be able to service the customers that really need to be serviced rather than to just take an order. And by 2020, B2B e-commerce will top $1.1 trillion. But as I mentioned, only 25% of companies today currently have a B2B portal. So why? As I mentioned, it gives the buyers the ability to order at their convenience 24/7. You're constantly open. It allows easy access to order entry, order status, shipping information, so tracking, it creates a customer that's better informed, not only better informed about your products, but also better informed about their relationship with your company. It makes your customers aware of everything that you sell rather than just what a sales rep told them that you sell. And it gives them that dynamic historical order and payment data. If a customer wants to see an invoice 5 years ago, they can go get it themselves. They don't have to rely on an accounts receivable person or a sales rep or a customer service agent. So 75% of B2B buyers say an e-commerce site is more convenient than calling their sales rep. Sales reps will never go away, but what they can do is be focused more on what they should be doing in being hunters, going out, fighting for new accounts, rather than doing order entry or customer maintenance. So what are the demands? What are people looking for in the industry? First and foremost is to be self-sufficient. Being able to go into an online portal, log in, see a detailed product catalog, see search features, the ability to place their own orders, track those orders, see where they're at inside of the company, if they've been shipped yet. If so, what's the tracking number? And then also have access into historical documentation. Taking a look at an invoice from 5 years ago. This is all a web-based self-service commerce industry now. It's moving towards that very quickly. Customers are given the ability to, purchase from a PC or a laptop or even a mobile device, which is very prevalent, which is what I'll be talking about in a little while. But buyers are demanding tools and technologies to be able to give them that 24/7, 365 access, and when and where and how they choose to shop. %69% of B2B companies currently selling direct to businesses online expect to stop publishing their print catalogs altogether within the next 5 years. So once again, moving slowly but surely towards having an online catalog of what you sell that's only accessible by your B2B customers. The only people that can get into this portal are people that you grant access to. So by doing so, you can show them a unique catalog. You can show them unique pricing. You can show them unique checkout terms. Giving them their personalized, which is key, portal. B2B buyers also may continue to purchase through sales rep, but trends show that they prefer digital communication versus a phone call. Everyone knows in this fast-paced world, it's typically easier to get a hold of someone via email than a phone. Or if a customer has questions, to be able to go out to a website, click on a button, and be able to chat with somebody online rather than to pick up the phone. Or to be able to go out and enter into an FTP file sharing format where they can go in and download your catalog on a PDF. Download a form on a PDF. They don't have to email somebody and ask for it. They have access into all of that information. So it's that demand for self-service. There's a statistic out there that says 35% of B2B companies that are not currently selling online said that their B2B customers want the ability to get customer service online. And 25% said that their customers want to get customer service on their smartphones even. So it's that level of technology that's being brought into the dealer distribution wholesale model that is really changing this industry over the last handful of years, which goes into this next slide here, which is digital communication. 42% of customer service reps are unable to efficiently resolve customer issues due to disconnected systems, archaic systems, managing 2 databases. So for example, someone's looking for a price inside of one pipeline they go into, there's one price, and inside of their ERP there might be another price. Or probably the biggest one is product levels. In one report, as I'm sure everyone's run into, you'll see a product level at 100, and on that same item in another report, you might see it at 95. What is the truth? How many items do you have? But from a web-based portal, your sales and customer service reps can not only access accounts and contacts and take a look at the historical information. They can create and track orders for a client as well. And what this does is it leads to improved customer service, which at the end leads to a better customer, which leads to more sales, which leads to a higher bottom line. So how do you personalize this to your customers? As I mentioned earlier, it's all off of that username and password login. So when they log in, you're saying, hello, customer. Take a look at these products that you purchased the most. Take a look at your historical orders. Take a look at any of the information that you need to come out on this portal and quickly access. But it's focusing on the customer rather than necessarily 100% your product. You can give customer-specific product catalogs. As I mentioned, they're unique pricing, unique payment terms. So if you have customers that might be credit card only rather than some customers that are on terms, you can grant terms to a specific customer or group of customers. Or for an example, in Microsoft Dynamics GP, customer class, you can suggest or relate products. You can give them payment and shipping methods of their choice. So all in giving them that customized customer experience, but still having them be self-sufficient. But the industry trends is to have it B2C-like, meaning you do have some marketing content out there. Because at the end of the day, B2B buyers are also B2C customers. So with these wholesale portals, B2B sellers really have to adopt the B2C best practices that are out there to optimize the shopping experience for their clients. Let them be wholesalers or distribution or even franchisees. For example, they want their B2B environment to rival the gold standard B2C shopping experience that you see out there in today's biggest B2C shopping sites. Because at the end of the day, the B2C drives the industry when it comes to feature sets, and B2B customers, because they are B2B buyers, because they are B2C customers, are expecting this. But it's more robust, right, as I mentioned. You're giving them that intuitive search and navigation, that personalization, because we know who's on the site. The content, the multiple images, zooms, videos, text, product spec sheets, so downloadable PDFs, links to YouTube videos, size charts, I mean, you name it, you can put it on a product. Also the ease of use, not having to call a sales rep, being self-sufficient, picking up my mobile phone, going out to my buyer's website, and being able to take a look at their products and their price while I'm on a job site rather than having to go back to my office to take a look at what they offer. Having multiple payment options. And finally, responsive, being able to take a look at it on my phone or a tablet. B2B web stores need to be unique features as well. So like quick order entry. So instead of taking a look at, drilling down to a product category or drilling into a search box, there are ways to be able to do quick order entry. For example, ordering off of an old order, ordering off of a frequently ordered products list, ordering off of a part number quantity dump, or even an upload template. Having an order approval status that can be set up online for your customers. For example, let's say it's a janitorial supply company. The janitors are allowed to go out and buy up to $500 worth of merchandise or cleaning supplies per month. If they go above $500, that order is not released until so-and-so approves it. If it's above $1,000, maybe 2 or 3 people need to approve this order. But having that, I guess you could say, multi-level order approval in there. Letting them look at their invoices, their quotes. Having them be able to purchase on terms, so bill on account, rather than having to pay everything up front, which is very prevalent in the B2B space. So I mentioned earlier, cell phones, tablets, being able to order or access a website from any device in the world. And how this is done is via responsive design. As you can see, mobile e-commerce sales were $2.4 billion last year. By 2018, that number is expected to reach $626 billion and account for nearly half of total e-commerce sales. So once again, the trend, constantly moving upward. I know personally, if I'm looking for a product, the first thing I do is I grab my cell phone and I Google it. What happens when you do that? Well, Google has an algorithm that goes out and it takes a look at customers utilizing responsive design. And I'll talk about this in detail a little bit later, but what this is, it's kind of the death of a mobile version of a website. Responsive design automatically renders every page of every website down to basically 5 different sizes. You have your normal desktop view, your horizontal and vertical tablet, and your horizontal and your vertical cell phone, allowing customers to be able to take a look at any web page on a mobile version without there being left or right scrolling, with everything being touch and swipe optimized. They're saying that 198 million people in the first quarter of 2014 alone bought something online, which equates to 78% of the U.S. population age 15 and above. So when I said that B2B customers are also B2C buyers, it really comes home. You need to have this, which is what this graph is showing here. 535 million smartphones and tablets worldwide will make purchases using devices this year. 75% of people currently own smartphones or tablets. And they say by 2018, 15% of the 7.56 billion people on Earth will make at least one purchase on a mobile device. All of these statistics drilling back to why mobile commerce, why e-commerce, and filtering into why B2B e-commerce. So B2B buyers demand mobile optimized content. 59% of those buying from a B2B site do so using a mobile phone, as I mentioned. For example, I have a customer that sells HVAC supplies. A lot of their customers will take a look at what they offer on the job site. They have that connectivity all day, every day, 365 days a year. In 2014, a survey of 105 buyers from B2B products and services found that 85% of people said that they require content on a B2B site to be optimized for a mobile device, which was nearly 25% higher than the year before. So the trends are moving towards the mobile or the tablet to be able to go out at any time and access a portal to take a look at information with any device. So why? As I mentioned, anywhere, anytime you can shop. Check pricing, availability, find goods or products. You know, you can be doing it while you're multitasking. I'm eating lunch, I'm looking for a filter for air conditioner or a heater. And really stronger product awareness and brand recognition. Because I can take a look at my cell phone and go out and search, you know, I'm looking for, let's say, that same filter. I can see who the local people are. I can see who has it in stock. I can see their pricing. I can see my pricing for that product that I get. Now, what are the benefits of integrating this solution to your ERP, for example? First and foremost, you're managing one database. Secondly, it's giving those customers all of that real-time information that I've been talking about this whole time. It's granting them access to maybe a specific catalog of products. It's granting them access into their pricing, availability levels, their checkout levels, their historical orders, their historical invoices. Most companies house all of that information into their ERP. So what does that mean for you as an e-commerce company, or someone that wants to start an e-commerce store? Your best result in ROI is going to be to invest in an integrated platform. So when you update a price, a quantity, create a new customer, create a new product, that's automatically flowing over to your web store. You're not having to not only manage all of that information on the front side, but also order entry, and taking order entry out of the e-commerce platform and manually typing it into your ERP. All of that is being done automatically. And I can give an example of that, which is what I'll do here. So what I have here is a demo environment set up that is linked back to a Microsoft Dynamics company. What I'm in right now is more of a B2C portal where everyone can see the same items, everyone sees the same price. The site initially does not know who is signed in until they do sign in once they go to checkout. But by signing in with a username and password that I've been given from the vendor, K-Sports here, based off of this login, it's going to dictate first and foremost catalog, pricing, historical or checkout terms, and historical orders and invoices. So I'm signed in. It is, thank you, Rob Cook. Thank you. Here's your latest orders. Here's the products that you order the most. Here's your PO numbers. Here's the status of your orders. Here's your tracking information. Here's your order number, your web order number, as well as your Microsoft Dynamics order number. You could, as a B2B customer out here, I can do order entry a lot of different ways than retail, right? Retail, typically, people search through a catalog or maybe a keyword search, drill down into a product, take that product, throw it in their cart, and then check out, or a group of products even. B2B is a little bit different. B2B is, I typically know what I want. And to be able to do order entry in potentially a different way. So for example, I'm in an old order here. I can take a look at my details, my bill to, ship to, my PO number, my shipping notes, a detailed list of what was on this order, a subtotal, my shipping, my taxes, my final total. And you know what? I need to purchase this order again. Within one click, I can do this. What I can also do is I can do an express order. So a part number quantity order. I know exactly what I want and I know the part number. Even if I don't know the part number, I know kind of what it is. I'm looking for batting gloves, and I know it's a Franklin batting glove. If I type in Franklin here, clicking on it, there'll be a drop-down of every single Franklin that this company sells. You know what? This is the one I need. Boom. It's already in my cart. Or maybe I already know what I want, and I already have a buy list saved off on my desktop. I can import, choose a file here that I have saved off, which is right here, upload it, and just that quick, I'm doing my order entry. Just that quick, I threw 19 line items into this order. Just that quick, I could see exactly what this order is and be able to place this order. And as a customer, when I do place this order, I'm already signed in. It's already pinged me back to Microsoft Dynamics. It knows my billing information. It knows my shipping information. It knows my multiple shipping information, or ship tos. Maybe I have 5 warehouses. This one needs to go to warehouse 3. There'll be a drop down. I'll be able to ship to a saved warehouse that I have in Microsoft Dynamics. Automatically calculating shipping cost. The ability to enter a PO number, maybe some shipping instructions, maybe even a required date. I don't need it till the first of next month. A review of my order by line item, letting me calculate my shipping, my sales tax. This isn't really prevalent in B2B most times, but coupons. For example, I think I had free shipping turned on here. So by typing in free ship, my shipping went from $60 to $0 and applied this coupon that I have out here. And then finally, how am I going to pay for this? This is a B2B account that has terms opened up. I give this customer net 60 so they can bill on account. Or let's say, you know what, I would just want to pay for this now. I could type in my credit card information. All of this credit card information will be securely saved, still be helping K-Sports become PCI compliant. Or, you know, as I mentioned, bill on account and confirming the order. Once I do confirm this order, a few things are happening here. First and foremost, the customer is receiving an email. Thank you for your order. Secondly, this order is being dumped back inside of the ERP, in this instance, Microsoft Dynamics GP, allowing you to streamline this whole process, but giving that customer all of that deep dynamic information that they require and that they need these days. This confirmation screen can be customized. So it can pretty much say, you know, thank you for your order. I really appreciate your business. Really whatever our customers want them to say. Now I mentioned earlier about order tracking. Being able to take a look at an invoice, looking at that invoice, clicking on that invoice, and seeing the tracking number that's associated to that invoice. So how that's done is being pulled out of the tracking field inside of the invoice in Microsoft Dynamics GP in this case. So once you do your back office process of pick, pack, ship, change that order into an invoice, it's automatically updating the website. It's automatically sending out an email to a customer saying that order is shipped and here's your tracking information, and it's also updating their profile out here. So streamlining this whole process with an integrated e-commerce platform is what you're looking at here. You can give customers access into their frequently ordered products. They can have multiple shopping carts. They can update their credit card information out here, their profile. There's an FTP format that comes along with this platform that allows customers to be able to share content. As I mentioned earlier, any type of documentation, forms, and this could be customer specific, group specific, or your entire customer base. And it is a bi-directional flow, so your customers can send you documentation. Let's say there's a form, like a tax exempt form they need to fill out. They can come out here into the My Files platform, find that tax exempt document, fill it out, and then send it back all within this platform. Customers can be self-sufficient and set up multiple users. Allow those users to only do specific things. For example, if they have a certain customer or employee that, you know what, I trust them, I want them the ability to do order entry, but I have this other employee where I want them to be able to look at price, place everything into a cart, but not have the ability to actually check out. That I want myself to do or my other employee. Customers will be able to take a look at their ship-to addresses, change their addresses, take a look at purchase lists, or even a full-blown price list. So granting customers this level of information that they have at their fingertips 365 days a year helps them become self-sufficient, which is what this B2B portal is, but also giving them that personalized experience. So in summary, B2B e-commerce for wholesalers, distribution, or even franchisee model. So we have many customers, and actually a mutual customer with the TM group that has a franchisee model. So each one of their franchisees are set up as a different customer inside of their ERP, and off of that, we can have them do order entry, which is no different than, I guess you could say, a B2B customer. We talked about the B2B demands in here in 2015 and specifically going forward and how they're continuing to be more B2C buyers, really. We talked about how B2B sellers can improve with their customer service with the online portal, granting all of that access to your customers' fingertips to allow them to, hey, I'm looking for this, I'm going to go get it. I don't have to call someone. We talked about responsive design and the roles of smartphones and tablets. We also talked about the benefits of selling online with an integrated solution. So you're managing that one database. You're not managing multiple databases.